You probably heard about the phrase Nextflow among the bioinformaticians in your group. And you probably heard about different bioinformatics pipelines in your group. How to manage effectively those pipelines is quite challenging among the bioinformaticians and also among the biotechnologists, those who want to delve into bioinformatics pipeline. So Nextflow is one of the open source leading solutions that has been developed by Sakura Labs, and it is one of the best solutions that can deploy your bioinformatics pipelines on any infrastructure. So this is the website for the Nextflow. As I mentioned previously, these are the features of the Nextflow, and you get started with the Nextflow installation by checking the prerequisites, that is the Java 11 and a simple bash command to install the Nextflow, and then a simple demo to launch Nextflow. So let's dive in to the Nextflow website, which was developed by Sakura Labs, and you can see all the details about the Nextflow. And if you go to the documentation, the first thing that you require, as I mentioned previously, you require the Java and a simple bash line command to install the Nextflow, and you can run the demo. So how it works, so you need Java 11 or later up to 21. So you can install it by visiting the website, this one, the Oracle website. You can download the required Java version based on your operating system, or you can do the Java installation by using SDK-man. So SDK-man can be installed with this simple bash command by using curl. So I'm just copying it and I open my command line terminal, and you can see if I paste this command and click enter, I have installed already the SDK software. So if you type in SDK, and you can see that the help command that your SDK version has already been installed over here. The next command that you need to install the Java is your SDK install the required Java version. So if you type in this particular command, SDK install Java 17.imagine, and you can see that I have already installed. Otherwise it will take a couple of seconds to install Java version that you intend to install on your system. Moving on, we can go directly to the Nextflow installation. It's very easy to install Nextflow. You can get it by using wget and then try to install it, or you can use curl command to install the same by pasting this command into your command line. So if I paste this, and you can see I have already installed Nextflow, and you can see that my Nextflow has already been installed. And let's try to run a demo. To run a demo, what you can do is you have to type in /Nextflow just to check whether you have installed it properly or not. You type in Nextflow run hello, and you click in, and you can see the output like hello, hola, bonjour, something like that. You can say hello world, hola world, ciao world, and bonjour world. And yeah, this is how you install the Nextflow, and you can see that the DSL2 version has been installed. This is the latest one. Previously it was DSL1, now it's DSL2. Once you download your Nextflow, you can check which directory it is in. So you can type in pwd to check the directory where it is present, and then ls. You can see that Nextflow executable is present. You can make it executable by writing the command chmod +x and Nextflow. That's how you make it executable. Now if you type in Nextflow again, it won't work because it's not on your path variables. To add it to your path variables, what you have to do is you have to export path is equal to users Pritham colon and then $path. So this is the command to add this particular directory to your path variables. Okay, so if you type in and then type Nextflow, it works. Okay, but now if I close it and open another terminal and try to execute Nextflow again, because we have exported the path to the path variables, it won't work because you have not added the path variables to your bash rc or gshRC. Okay, to do that, what you have to do is vi. So you have to copy this particular command. So I'm just copying this command. Okay, and type in vi your gshRC, the Vim editor. I'm using Vim editor, and if you go somewhere over here and press I and then paste this, then escape :wq exclamation mark, you save it. Okay, and now what you have to do is you have to source gshRC, and that's it. If you type in Nextflow, it works. If you open another command terminal and again type in Nextflow, it works. So it has been added to your path variables. Okay, this is super easy to manage your pipelines and to run your pipelines as well. And in the next videos, I'll be talking about different bioinformatics pipelines which are managed by NF Core, where it has a big community where many people or many bioinformaticians, they upload their pipelines, and it's already tested by the community. If you go to the website here, this is the NF Core website, and you can see different types of pipelines by clicking this particular link, where you can see all the pipelines listed: single cell, RNA sequencing, whatever you need. And it has a great community support, and it's not only for the different supercomputing facilities, but also users can use this for the developers. Those who want to develop bioinformatics pipelines, they can also use NF Core tools. And if you go to the quick start tutorial over here, you can see there is an installation tab here. And if you go here, you can see how you can install NF Core tools by using Conda package manager. The only thing that you have to do is you have to add this particular channel to your Conda, that is BioConda, and you can install your NF Core tools by creating an environment. So we'll see shortly in the bash terminal. So I'll be using warp for my bash terminal, and it is AI powered, and it's a very good tool for all the developers out there, because it can automatically suggest you different commands that you use in day-to-day basis. Okay, so first thing, since you have installed Conda in my previous video, you have seen how we have installed that. Now what you can do is you can just copy paste the command, that is conda config add channels bioconda, and if you click that, the bioconda channel has been added to your Conda environment. Now I mentioned that you have to create an environment because you don't want to mess the base environment. You any kinds of tools and softwares that you use for your daily purposes, you can create different kinds of environments, and then you can add all the packages. Okay, so the command would be command create name. So I name it as bioinfo pipelines. The command is conda create -- name, and I just name it as bioinfo pipelines. Okay, so once you create that, it will take some time to create the channel or your environment, and then you press yes, I want this environment. And to activate that, you have to paste this particular command, that is conda activate bioinfo pipelines. Okay, and the next thing that you want to do is you want to install the Nextflow. You can add channel like this. The -c command is to add all the channels, and if you want to install NF Core, then just type in NF Core, and I think it will take some time to load all the packages. And yeah, it will be installed. Now you can see that all these packages will be installed. So that's why I mentioned that you don't want to mess your base environment, rather create an environment separately and then try to install your NF core. It will take some time because it will download all the packages, and yeah, it will be done. And then the simple way to get started with the NF core tools is you have to type in the command nf core, nf minus core, and that's it. So if you type in now nf core, and you can see your nf core has been installed. So this is the help message or the initialization of nf core, and these are some of the commands. Okay, so if I mentioned that rather than Conda, Mamba is one package where you can actually install all your distribution packages by using Mamba, and Mamba is much faster than Conda environment. I think here also it has been written. Let me show you here. So Conda is the packaging system that manages all the environments, and Mamba is a faster implementation of Conda. I mean, this is also a child of Conda, but it is much more faster. To do that, for the installation, uh, they mentioned that you need to first install the Miniforge distribution and then install Mamba. You don't want to install Mamba inside your Conda environment. They have also mentioned over here, not recommended, existing Conda install. So not recommend, you don't want to mess up your Conda environment, rather install it separately. Okay, to do that, you go to this particular link, and if you go down, there is a particular URL. You can install Mamba separately, and this is for the Mac OS and Linux, and this is for the I think for Windows also. I think they have, yeah, I think, yeah, for both the platforms you can utilize the same. You can use PowerShell for Windows, and you can copy these commands. So if I go here, I just open another tab, and if you can paste this command, so it will download the Miniforge, and will try to and then it will ask for several different prompts. So in order to continue the installation process, you have to review the license. So press enter, and it will tell you yes, you accept all the license, and it will tell you that do you want to install in this particular path. Press enter, or if you want a separate path, then you can also install in separate path. So I press enter. So the error that is giving is because I have already installed the Miniforge 3, that's why it is giving. But in your case, it will be absolutely fine, and it will place your Mamba installation in this in your base directory or whichever directory you have mentioned, right? So next, then you go for the Mamba installation. Okay, you have to click this Mamba user guide here, and you can quick start install Mamba following this particular command. Okay, in the Miniforge distribution, if you go to the Mamba, so you can see that Mamba is already there in the Miniforge distribution. So if you just type in Mamba, you can see all the commands. And if you compare it with Conda, you will see that the commands are exactly similar, but Mamba is much faster than Conda. So I would recommend everyone to go for Mamba rather than Conda. Okay. The first thing that you have to do is to create an environment, and then you can create exactly a similar type of environment that you have done for Conda. You can do the same for Mamba as well. So You type in Mamba create -m. I just name is bioinfo pipelines. Okay. Yeah, it's done. You see how fast it is. Conda takes a little bit more time, but Mamba is much more faster. To activate that, again, the same command, that is Mamba activate bioinfo pipelines. You do that. And if you go here for the installation of your NF Core tools, you can do the same. So it will be like Mamba install NF Core. So Mamba install. You don't have to mention the channel name, just type in NF Core. And you can see how fast it is, which is much better than Conda environment. I have already installed NF Core, so that's why it is telling that it is using the cache file from the already downloaded NF Core installation, and you can see all the packages will be installed. If you type in yes, it shows all the packages that are going to be installed in order to run NF Core, right? So as you can see, this is much more faster than Conda. So I recommend all the bioinformaticians and all the developers out there to use Mamba instead of Conda. Okay, now you type NF Core and you can see the exact same command that you have seen previously in your Conda installation. Okay. Now, since it is done, and you can type in NF core commands just to explore a little bit what are the commands available. So the first thing that we need to check is that what is the version of your NF core. You can see 2.12.1. I think this is the latest one. And if you type in NF core list, you can list out all the pipelines that are available till date. Okay, here you can see methyl-seq pipeline, function scan, smRNA, single cell, RNA-seq, chip-seq, RNA fusion, spatial transcriptomics, etc. And you can see when it was released, like this particular package has been released 1 month ago. RNA-seq has been released again 1 month ago. So it's kind of updated all the time. Whenever someone push changes to NF core pipelines, they do some modifications for all these pipelines, so it will be updated here. Okay, and how many stars, how many people they have, how many people are actually using the RNA-seq pipeline or whatever the pipelines they have listed over here, the latest release, when it was last pulled, and have latest release or not. You can see all your commands. Okay. And also, I can tell you another cool feature of this NF Core tools is that if you want to create your own pipeline, you can put your logo into NF Core pipelines. So to do that, what you can do is NF Core and then create logo. I can name it as RNA-seq, scRNA-seq. Okay, something like that, I just give you a name. So if you click that, it will create a logo like this, and if you click here, you can see that NF core RNA-seq, scRNA-seq, and so that you can push it to your GitHub channel, and that's your pipeline. Okay, that's really a cool feature of NF core. Okay, and regarding all the pipelines, we'll test it in my next video. So this is all about NF core tools installation, and please follow the guidelines to install, and please use Mamba for any packages that you use, which is much faster than Conda environment.